Today we'll be talking about the USCIS fee adjustments, which some of you may or may not have heard about. My name is Adibimpejo-Fojo. I am the founder of the Law Office of Adibimpejo-Fojo, PC. So, what do these fee adjustments mean? Basically, some are going to increase according to the proposal, and some would decrease. How do we know? And what are the reasons for these adjustments? Well, as you are aware, or some of you may not be aware, we've had severe backlogs over the years. What USCIS has proposed to do is do their best to try to reduce the backlog and hire more people, more individuals, train them so that they can reduce this massive backlog that we've had over the years. What does that mean to you? What it means is if you plan to file an application in the near future, you may be subject, your application may be subject to a fee increase or a fee decrease. For most cases, it's actually going to be an increase. Why the fee increase? Well, USCIS recently released a report, and the report shows or reflects a massive delay in most of the cases that have been filed over the past weeks, months, and years. As a matter of fact, there's over 80% delay in adjudicating a lot of the applications that have been presented or submitted to USCIS. We found out over the years that in the past few weeks, months, and years, some individuals actually have to wait 3 to 5 months before they receive a receipt notice. That is because there's a reduction in employees, they need new staff, and they need to train. And what USCIS has decided to do is try to adjust the fees so that they can afford to hire new employees and hopefully reduce this massive massive backlog. So according to the report that was recently released by USCIS, there's been a massive decline in efficiency of adjudicating applications over the past few weeks, months, and years, as some of you may know. Some cases have been pending for 2, 3, 4 years, and you have no idea what's going on with your application. So USCIS has decided to adjust certain fees and then hire, train new employees so that they can reduce this backlog. However, if you see the chart, and you may see the chart on our screen, it should be scrolling. Some fees are going to decrease, just a few, and some are going to increase. Why the increase? What does that mean? Do we think that's reasonable? Is it fair? For example, we have the form N600, which takes probably about 10 minutes to adjudicate that type of case. And we have over $200 of an increase with that application. We have the I-485. That also is going to have almost a $400 increase. They're eliminating bundles. So those that actually file I-130, I-485, and I-765 together as a bundle, we're going to have to see a price increase in that also. So what can we do about this? Well, January 11, 2023, there was actually a public hearing that was held. Of course, that has passed. However, DHS will still be accepting written comments about this proposal until March 6, 2023. So I recommend that you send in your comments, submit them as soon as possible. Hopefully USCIS will be able to see your comments, hear your voice, and not increase the fees as much as they plan to. In addition to that, I recommend, in order to avoid the price hike, what should you do? File your application as soon as possible. If you have a relative that you know that you'll be petitioning for, file your application as soon as possible. Unless you fall into the category of a decrease, where the application you will be filing, the filing fee may decrease. If your filing fee is going to decrease, then you can wait. If not, please file your application as soon as possible. There's also some good news. It's not all bad news. We have, for those that plan to file an I-140, it's the employment-based application anytime soon, effective January 30th, 2023, I-140s that have been pending are going to be premium processed. They're going to expand the area of premium processing for this particular category. So those that have been pending and those that are actually going to be filing I-140s will be able to premium process the I-140s. That would decrease the backlog, and these cases will be adjudicated according to USCIS if they fall into the category between 15 to 45 days. USCIS has also informed us that if the cases are not adjudicated within that time frame, 15 to 45 days, depending on the category, they will refund the filing fees. There's also some other good news for F1 students. If you are an F1 student and you're going to be filing an OPT or a STEM OPT where you use the I-765, if you have that pending, then effective March 2023, USCIS will be premium processing those applications also. That's great news for a lot of you that need to go out there and want to start working, and you are an F1 student and can't wait to start working. That will be for cases that have already been pending. Effective April 23, you will also, if you're an F1 student, be able to file initial applications of your I-765 for OPT or a STEM OPT. You can file those applications and premium process them immediately. This is great news for students because normally there's always a backlog and they have to wait many months for these cases to be adjudicated. Again, if they're premium processed, there's a time frame which it has to be adjudicated, and voila, your application will be approved, hopefully, and you'll be able to begin working in the United States. If you are a non-citizen and you have been a victim or a witness to a violation of labor rights, USCIS has introduced a streamlined and expedited deferred action process. This will be adjudicated on a case-by-case basis, and it depends on the situation and what you actually witnessed. Therefore, it is imperative that you submit your application as soon as possible. If you believe you're a victim, visit our website at www.jafojolaw.com or simply give me a call, and I'll definitely be glad to help.